All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, here we go. This time for real. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Aaron, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go for sure. Action. All right. Hi, my name is Aaron Wukich. I'm the filmmaker for this series, and this is episode 3 of Making My Movie. Before I talk about anything else, let's talk about the pitch. So when you have a movie, when you have an idea, you want to pitch it. You want to sell your idea. And to do that, you basically need to be able to talk about it.
Good. What do you got for me? Okay, here it is. The Graduate, Part 2.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's a TV star, and she goes on
Like a
safari to
Daily
Africa.
Mail.
You're talking about a
and
TV
she
star in
gets
a motion picture?
It's a story about a senator, a bad guy senator at first.
So that is a clip from the movie The Player, a Robert Altman film kind of lampooning Hollywood and the pitch process and how all that goes on. But to be honest with you, it's probably not far off from what actually is happening. So what is a pitch anyways? A pitch, well, it's really, it's a sales pitch, right? It's designed to generate interest in your idea or your movie or your script, or in this case, my movie. Its main goal is to sell you on it, to get you interested enough to want to participate in some way, whether it be financial or, as an audience member or as a purchaser. So how do you pitch? Well, it seems like it should be pretty easy. You're selling somebody on your idea. But that's not very easy at all. I'm sure there are people out there, salesmen, who can pitch anything to anyone at any time. And that's awesome that there are people like that. That's the people who I need. If you're a salesman and you want to pitch my idea, let me know. A pitch is a short, sweet retelling of the idea of the story in such a way that it captures and generates interest. Really. But here's the thing. It's not so easy to get that out. Oftentimes when you're writing or reading a script, you have this huge idea, and trying to get it down in a couple sentences can seem overwhelming. And your pitch, you really want it to be a short pitch. A long pitch can really be hard to listen to and hard to express. It's easy to get lost when you're talking for a long time. I know that. So you really want your pitch to be down to kind of 1 to 3 sentences, which fully express the story. 1 to 3 sentences to express a story that took 120 pages to write seems like it's impossible. Well, it's not. It's actually possible, and it's actually kind of an art form, especially if you have some tools, which I'm going to teach you. A great pitch is essentially a great log line, and a great log line is created by using some basic concrete info. And you want it to be concrete, not abstract, so that the person you're pitching to can really latch on to the particulars. So to get those particulars out, you need to actually know what those particulars might be. So here's a couple of starting ideas. First, one of the easy ways to express your story is through genre. We all understand kind of what a genre is. If you tell me your movie's an action movie, well, I suspect there's probably going to be a car chase. If you tell me it's a Western, I expect a cowboy. If you tell me it's a horror film, I'm probably going to be scared there might be a ghost, there might be blood. The genre is a great place to start when you're pitching because it tells me the most basic of information that I need to know, which is what to expect. Then you can get into the title. Title's kind of a iffy one because sometimes you have titles that don't really tell you much about the movie. But when you have a title like, for example, Jurassic Park, I pretty much know, this is going to be about dinosaurs and something cool. So that's a great title to use. So use your title if you can, if it makes sense. You want to talk about the hero. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you name the hero, although that's certainly appropriate. Identifying your hero, why we should pay attention to that hero is really important. Aragorn is the last king of Gondor. That's kind of interesting, right? And then we want to talk about what stands in the hero's way. This is more or less the hero's journey, right? So Neo, for example, is a computer hacker who must become a superhero to save his friends. I mean, that's very much a dumbing down. I wrote these, by the way. Don't blame anybody who is associated with these films. You've got your genre, your title, your hero, and what stands in the hero's way. That's simple. That probably doesn't solve everybody's questions, but it's a place to start. And that's really what's important. It's the place to start. So I wrote a sample pitch for Tom Cruise's The Last Samurai. Again, I wrote this. The story of The Last Samurai is a historical drama set in ancient Japan in which a captured American soldier finds himself allying with his enemy and captors, the samurai. Now, does that tell you everything you need to know about the movie? More or less. I could think of some holes in it. Hopefully it would be enough to generate interest. If you're looking for loglines, there's a lot of great resources out there. Netflix is a great place to start. They have a lot of examples of loglines right there in their descriptions. So the internet is a really great place to look for resources for loglines as well and pitching. There's probably 1.5 million websites out there with oodles of information on how to do this. So take a look around if you need more information. So that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you coming back and watching. And if you are interested or want to support the show, share it on whatever social media you'd like to. Subscribe, donate if you feel like you can. So thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. Have fun. Have a good week. Bye. What to expect of this kind of silly, what to expect, but it does expect, but this logline does expect